talked to one of the guys. They're playing Koi. They're trying to break a record right now.
So that's 1600 horsepower right now. You can feel it when it goes past.
We got the whole crew parked here, trackside, Laguna Seca. Love this track. Got the opportunity to come here with Grid Life. Drove the Super Trofeo Evo 2 and ended up ripping around here chasing Michael Essa. And it was nuts because there was a Pikes Peak winning champion on the track with an open wheel, downforce, crazy aero, in fact more downforce than an F1 car, they said, putting down insane lap times, and he went between Mike and I like we were standing still. Koenigsegg has brought all these cars, their clients, out to the track. What an experience. Should we start at the beginning? Because right here is a one-of-one triple white. That's right, white exterior, white wheels, white calipers. This car is gorgeous. The CC850, Koenigsegg's newest car with now a manual gearbox. When people are getting rid of manual gearboxes, Koenigsegg brings a new one out. How cool is this car? It's gorgeous. Yeah. So Christian's been driving this car around for Car Week. But look at this gorgeous interior, you guys. There's the gearbox. Gated, of course.
It's both. It does both somehow.
It does both.
When he describes that, my brain breaks.
Yeah, I can't even handle it. So basically, you can drive it as a manual. You got 3 pedals. Look at the pedal box. It's jewelry in here. And then you can just slap it over, and all of a sudden, you can drive it with paddles. I mean, it is the pinnacle of engineering and hypercar technology.
They made 70 of them, and it sold out in 4 hours.
Damn, man, we were gonna get twinning ones.
That's why we're here.
A gold chrome one.
This is cool. A little details they do.
Everything, and the carbon fiber on these cars is ridiculous. Can we work our way down the line? There is a very, very rare Jesko Absolute. So that is the non-attack version. The attack version is the track focused one. It comes with this massive chassis mounted wing, active aero. This car doesn't have that. It has a couple of fins and it's meant to go high top speed. And this one happens to be even the prototype car that they do the records in. So if you look inside, it's also got a cage.
Oh, that's cool.
That is very cool. Here it is, you guys, look at this. This car is meant to go 300, that's right, 300 plus miles per hour. So if you look at this, they've changed it, not the traditional louvers like that, and it doesn't have the big chassis mounted wing. It's got these 2 fins, so very, very slippery is what they're going for. Want to look inside this, buddy? It's not too often you get to get up close and personal with like the factory's development cars and the cars that break records that you typically see, you know, in some video on some private shutdown event. And we're here. We can touch it, we can feel it. It's very, very cool. It's got the cage in here. It looks very aggressive.
So this car has a record from 0 to 400 to 0 in 27.83 seconds.
Try that in your car.
Try that in the Bentley. It won't even stop at over 100.
This thing is nuts. Everything about it.
This is the one that we would get. Like this setup right now with the rawness and the things going on. This is more DDE.
This is very DDE.
Yeah.
I don't think this car is for sale.
It's not?
I don't know.
I know a guy.
You can buy anything. Just wait until you hear this thing come around that last corner.
Scream.
Oh my God. Get excited. This is very exclusive to be here.
It's
How did
crazy.
we get invited? Oh, that's right. Mr. JWW.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
And once they warm the Jesko attack up, they're gonna come flying by. Guys, turn the volume up. It's madness. Do that flyby.
It's nuts.
What do you think of this thing?
I need one.
I know, right?
That's about all I know. That's all you need to know.
Because they're sold out. Yeah.
Did you get your allocation?
Even if we all combine our money and somehow come up with 10% of just the down payment, we still can't get one. They're all sold out, man. Here he comes. Coming in hot. You guys ready for this? Turn that volume up. Turn that volume up. Oh, here we go.
Moving.
Dude. He's just trying to like take it all in right now.
It's
cars are so beautiful. Look at this, full body carbon. And this is technically old Koenigsegg technology. As we move our way down the line, we get closer. We got a final edition Agera right here, CCX. There it is, final edition. Vader, what a car. And here we go, Jesko, absolute. Putting down some heaters. When he goes by, it is ridiculous. Okay, we're back at the shop in the future for just 1 second to thank our sponsor, Pelote. I was literally about to film the promo when Koenigsegg dropped a bomb on us, which you're about to see after this promo. You probably noticed the past few videos, I'm wearing these brand new Pelote lightweight shoes, all new. It's called the Cruise. It's a more daily functional shoe. Yes, it's a driving shoe, but it really is a sneaker for daily life. When you get behind your wheel of your car and you want to drive, it's a perfect fit and form. Look at the back, the rolled edge, perfect for rolling onto the throttle. Great toe feel. I wear these shoes all the time, especially when I'm driving. In fact, when I broke the 599, I was wearing Pelotes. I could feel the clutch as it destroyed the rear differential in that car. Now, I want to show you a few new colorways and products they have here. Ironically, they match Damon's cars. Here we have the black and red, matching the Seca. This is their brand new Cruise. It's lightweight and breathable. It's much more like a traditional sneaker that you're used to, but it features the Pelote classic grip feel, flat bottom with a rolled edge, for pedal feel, for heel toeing, and for rolling, and they're really comfortable for long drives. I absolutely love them. Pelote has been sponsoring us for years. We have big plans with them. We said to them, you need a shoe that's more daily wearable for our audience, and they manufactured this based on our input for you guys. So right now, click the link in the description right now, I get 15% off. These are pretty dope. There's another one over here I want to show you guys. It actually matches the Murcielago, and these ones are more of a navy blue. It's basically a shoe for everybody, a color for everybody. I have white ones I wore at the Quail. It's important to have the right equipment, right? To make a video for YouTube, you need to have a proper camera, proper lighting. You need proper shoes. Some of those big, heavy sneakers are awful to drive and you can't feel anything, and it really does change the experience. If you have not experienced Pelote before, click the link right now and get 15% off. They sponsor us, it really helps us out. This entire car week was funded thanks to Pelote. So link in the description, grab yours right now. Back to the track for me. Keep in mind, that is a full-fledged production street car. Unlike the Absolute over here, this Attack does not have any roll cage or anything in it.
Running the E85, so that's 1600 horsepower right now. You can feel it when it goes past, like, and there's a difference in sound between pump and high ethanol.
Like a jet.
Yeah.
God damn, I need a cigarette after that.
Record, it was 30 seconds ago, so
I mean, amazing. So damn good. I mean, Marcus have never driven on this track ever.
Serious?
He's just PlayStation a bit. The car has never been here. Marcus has never been here. Lap record. Thank you guys for coming.
Here's what I missed.
You just missed Koenigsegg break the production car lap record at Laguna Seca.
Wow.
Pretty cool, man. That's yeah, that's some grande cojones right there. Marcus, the guy who just set the production car lap record in the Jesko, has never driven this track before. It's the first time he's been here. Yeah, and that's totally standard production car. There's no like roll cage in it, no harness in it. Street tires. Michelin Cup 2Rs.
Over a half second faster.
I mean, how bonkers is that?
Over a half second.
Yeah, and he's never been here before. Imagine if he had some seat time here.
Oh yeah.
Did I overhear him saying that between the Cup 2 and the Cup 2R was a 5-second difference?
He said it was just massive step on. Yeah, massive step on in terms of confidence and grip level and consistency as well. Like when they got up to temperature, they stayed there rather than dropping off. It's Very impressive, man. I thought we were coming here just for like, a bit of a sort of client track day. Oh, while we're here, anyone want to break any records? Yeah, it's crazy.
That's really special. Thanks for inviting us to this because we were not invited without him.
Not at all. It's great. It's great. I want to get you in a car. That's what I'm trying for.
I bet it's terrifying.
It's phenomenally terrifying. It's terrifying in a sensational way.
I'm gonna be, yeah. I'll take a piss before I do that.
Yeah, man.
Christian's trying to tell him to stop, and he's like waving his arms. He's gone. He's into turn one.
We're doing a track walk now, you guys. This is how I really learn the track. You tired yet? I am.
Not yet.
Why are we here? You could have gone faster.
Could have gone faster. There's always more in it, you know.
That's right. Good job. Congrats.
Thank you so much. So it's pretty cool. You're about to go in the lap record setting car with the man that just set the lap record half an hour ago. That's as cool as it gets. He is so pumped. It's all adrenaline now.
Feeling good.
It's all adrenaline. So this is gonna be special.
You know what the worst part is? I legit actually just ate lunch. I'm actually more terrified that I would throw up or my pants in this thing.
It's gonna be great, man. It's got Alcantara. It's easy. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, what a privilege though. Like nobody's getting to go for a ride.
No. The other thing as well is it's on E85 high-octane ethanol. So I think you're gonna get the full 1,600 horsepower. I think. Let me just go and ask Marcus. Is this still running high octane?
It's running E60.
E60?
Yeah.
So what sort of horsepower is that?
I would say it's like 1,500 maybe.
Only 1,500?
Yes, we're not full power.
Only 1,500 dude. You'll be fine.
Great.
Alright? It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Flat belt.
So
Not even.
Just before you go out, where's the other set of keys to your Mercy?
Hold on. Hold on. Hang on to the center keys
Alright,
too.
center as well. Alright, have fun.
Thank you. Closing. All right.
Ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thanks, Marcus.
I forgot the rear hood.
Oh yeah. That's priceless.
High downforce.
High downforce. The conversion. The secret weapon no one knew about yet.
Air brake.
So you just did the lap record with a lap belt on?
Yeah.
That's hard because you're moving around a bit more than you'd want to.
Exactly. Yeah. In this corner here, you have a crest.
Yeah.
So I was actually kind of airborne in the seat. So.
Oh yeah. You're going so fast over this. My car would only have 620 horsepower.
Yeah.
This has 1,500.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you have to recalibrate your brain because I did a lot of simulator before this.
Yeah.
And like there's nothing real that compares to the simulator. I drive iRacing, so you take a GT3 car and then you learn the corners, but the straights are different.
Very different.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what this feels like, guys, compared to the Evo 2 Lamborghini. So do you do a warm-up lap and then we go for
We'll
it?
ease into it and then we'll do a quick one.
Let's do it. I'm excited. Well, right away I noticed that the Michelin tires have a lot of grip. And you gotta remember that they're not slicks. These are a street tire. Oh man, the G-forces are insane. It's coming hard. Now, this corner is one of my favorites because if you get it right, you get the dip and you can go flat out up the hill. Oh! Oh! It's not even in it yet. Oh my gosh. My body's leaving here. And it comes down. You go hard into the corkscrew. Oh, yes. Oh, he's nailing it. He's got that figured out. Oh my gosh. Little rub on the tires. Oh yeah. We're going to tighten it up here. A little bit of a dog leg. Oh! Whoa! Getting the tires warmed up. Okay, now, this is not even the whole lap yet, guys. We're gonna have to hang on for this. And onto the front straight. He's gonna be onto the crest. Holy shit! This thing is in. Oh yeah! Holy crap! You honestly have no idea. The car actually gets a bit airborne there and he's controlling it. Oh, we got the meatball. They don't like the noise.
127, so that's like roughly 3 seconds slower than our record lap.
We just did a lap 3 seconds slower than the record lap you did. My man, you know how to drive.
Thank you, mate.
Holy crap. This car, when this car gets into that boost in the higher gears, it takes off as if you're in first gear in another supercar.
Yeah, you have to be prepared. Like you get used to it, but in the beginning it's like overwhelming.
Holy shit. The average person really needs some training to own one of these.
Yeah, you have to recalibrate your brain. Like I said, when I rode a simulator, I have like a guess of how long the straight will be.
Yes.
But it's over before you know it. It's like, oh, I'm already there. You have to turn in. So it's.
Out of all the tracks you've driven, how do you rate this track for fun?
I really like tracks that are like have a lot of hills and
elevation,
and compressions.
Yeah.
And this track has that, so I really love it.
This corner is so much fun.
Yeah,
you come out of here, you're ripping,
Yep.
and you barely have to touch the brake, and you turn in, you hit this corner right, you can be full throttle coming out of it.
Yeah, exactly. So the compression really helps you also, like you have a little grip in there. So
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys hit that right, you take it right out to the edge here, that's why they got the extra little bit of
Yeah,
green,
just straight up there.
and you are rocking up towards the corkscrew.
It feels like taking off there because you see the sky and he has to keep on going.
Oh yeah, you have no idea that there's a huge corner,
Yeah.
and you're gonna drop, I think this is an equivalent of 3 stories.
Yeah.
These guys are meatballing you like crazy. They're like, your car's too loud.
Yeah. Third time today.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. What a privilege. So I gotta like try to keep my cool as if that was like no big deal, but really I'm like freaking out.
How's that?
It's like a second or two faster than what I was able to do, but like good job on him.
Thank you.
Terrifying.
Good?
Bro, this thing goes, you have no idea, like
Wild fast.
on this track, getting to go in this car on this track is such a privilege because we were talking about it. The elevation changes and the compression, the way that this thing throws, and driving like this, they don't even have harnesses on. So he's holding onto the wheel, fighting the G-forces, trying to pull him out of the seat. And he still did. By the way, our lap time was 3 seconds slower than what he did for the record.
To be fair, that's hella fast.
Take care. All right, guys, I have something really exciting to announce, and that is a brand new car that is just to my right, and it is the 355 by Evulo. Now, if you've never heard of this car, well, that's for good reason. It has just recently been developed meticulously over the last 3.5 years. It's a massive undertaking when you develop a new car, and it is essentially one of the best analog cars from 30 years ago, but completely remastered. And it's taken a page off of everything I've ever loved about supercars, and it sounds amazing. It's got a naturally aspirated V8, and it's got that F1 sound, and it is right here to my right. This is the 355 by Evulo. Carbon bodied, completely stripped down to the chassis. So they take a Ferrari F355 from a client and basically completely rebuild this car. New components on the chassis, carbon fiber body, rebuild the motor, blah, blah, blah. You know what? If you guys want to know all the little juicy details, I'm going to talk to 2 gentlemen to my left. We have Louis and Amjad, and they're going to tell you guys some of the fun facts. So guys, come on in here. Let's get right into this car. First of all, it looks insane. Absolutely killed it. Good to see you guys again. We've been hanging out. We've been hanging out for all of Car Week. We're here at Laguna Seca. So we're just gonna do this raw dog. I hope you guys don't mind that. We are not automotive journalists. We're professional automotive assholes. So this is the 355 by Evulo. This was one of the most iconic cars back in the day, what this car started life as over 30 years ago from Ferrari. It's the, you know, car I've seen in a bunch of movies, you know, like Boiler Room. You've seen it when it's actually a kit car that they trapped, but in the movie The Rock.
Oh, dude, that was
really cool when the Hummer's chasing the 355 in San Francisco and then it gets destroyed. But yeah, this car is got remnants of that car in it, but it's really completely re-engineered, really its own thing by Evoluto. It's, I would even say, not really even Ferrari at all. So let me have you guys open this. Can we pop the bonnet? Tell me about the engine, because you've rebuilt the engine and it makes more power.
That's right. So
holy crap!
Oh,
look
pretty.
at this. If you've ever seen the engine bay from the donor car, it didn't look like this.
No, it didn't. We started off with a stock block from the donor car that a client gives us.
Yeah.
And we have added over 200 new parts. We've designed and developed our own parts that some are proprietary to us as a company, to include the quill shaft. People might well know the quill shaft on the 355 had a vibration issue. We've designed and developed our own to take care of that. We've CNC ported the heads. We've got a new ignition coil system. We've got larger air intakes on the left and right of the car that are feeding the engine, and all this gives us an extra 100 brake horsepower over the stock car. Okay?
So what's it make now in like total horsepower?
Total horsepower, you're looking at about 420.
Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but this car is quite light now.
That's right. Now, what we've managed to do, yes, we've got power through the engine upgrades that we've just talked about, but we've also got power through lightness. So we've actually taken 100 kilograms of weight off this car.
Man, now you don't have to go on a diet, your car does.
Yeah, exactly. How we've gone about that is by putting the carbon fibre body on the vehicle. Okay. Now we've pushed out the car wider. It's 40mm wider. You'll notice it's squatter. Okay.
It's dead sexy, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Like the wide body. And the way that you've got it sitting. When you see this thing with your eyes, instead of just, obviously we're going to do our best to show you guys with the camera. But if you ever get to see this car on display, or you hear about it being displayed, go and look at it. Because honestly, your eyes have to actually be able to pick up the sculpture that this car is, because it's got so many little design pieces. And we'll get to that in a minute, but I'm gonna point out one right away. You ever seen that car, the Ferrari TDF?
Yes.
Shall I tell you rear quarter panel kind of louvers in the back there.
I'll tell you how that came about.
But they're functional.
Yeah.
They're functional?
Yeah,
that's functional.
So our designer, Serene Callum, who designed the exterior and interior of the car, you'll notice that we've lost the door handles on what would have been the original 355 that the client gave us. And we've made larger air intakes here, so the door handle's gone. Well, we've got more cooling going in, but we need to bleed more heat, which is coming out. So we said to the designer, we need to lose heat here, make it look good. That's what he gave us. Everything's got a function on this car, right down to receiving the 355 from the client and stripping that car right back, which my colleague now Amjad's going to tell you about, tell you exactly what we do about the chassis.
So the whole ethos behind the car is what we call a peak analog driving experience, right? It's about being connected to the car, being connected to the road. And that's a term our chairman came up with, because he's sick and tired of cars that are electric and cars that do 250 miles an hour. No, he wanted a car that you can take down your favorite canyon road. You're going to be completely connected, and it's going to bring the biggest smile to your face. So everything we've done on the car, some of the stuff that Louis just explained to you in terms of the engine with the extra 100 horsepower, and some of the work we've done onto it, together with even things like why the vents are there. So that's, like Louis says, for heat, it also acts as a release, because in your fenders is where you catch air, and it's like a parachute, right? So what this does is it alleviates that pressure within the car, and that's 3 horsepower effectively.
That's amazing. So the air comes in here down the side of the car.
So
and out there.
Because the engine's got more power, it needed more cooling. And if you ever look at the original apertures on the original car, they're actually quite small. So we made them a lot bigger because we've run bigger radiators both sides of the car, which meant we had to necessitate redesigning that intake there, and hence, like Louis says, we have had to move the door handle.
Wow.
Before we did all of that, you've got to understand the level of engineering that we've done on the car is at an OEM level, because one of our companies within the Driven group is Driven Advanced Engineering, and we have 250 of the most amazing men and women that you can ever meet, all car nuts.
This is over in the UK.
Over in Coventry, yeah.
In Coventry, which is just so you guys can grasp the level of this. Coventry is known for manufacturing a lot of the F1 parts. It's actually where all the F1 teams are.
That's right.
So all our engineers are all from all of the big OEMs. That company's been making stuff for other car makers under a white label for years. Now it's designing everything that we do within Driven Automotive Group. So this car, before, when we stripped it, we put it through what's called CAA analysis, and we flexed the car. From all of that research, we produced what we call carbon fusing. So we produce a whole set of parts for the car that are then bonded to the chassis of the car. That stiffens it by 23%.
Wow.
So what that does is that gives you a solid foundation for what you're doing, and then we can fine-tune the suspension. And what the fine-tuning of the suspension does, it helps you deliver that peak analog driving experience. So we're running Nitron dampers and springs. We have an adaptive option. Everything is catered so that it's about that driving feel. It's about you being connected to that road, that peak analog driving experience. So you've got the extra power. That strengthens the shell. Every panel you're looking at, with the exception of the roof, is carbon fiber.
So every panel, because I know this car is painted blue and it looks beautiful. I almost wish you debuted the first car exposed carbon.
Yeah, but that will come later.
Yeah, you gotta up the game later. You're like, this is already, this is almost too much information to take in.
I know.
And it's been 3.5 years of complete development, just every single day.
So what we did was different. That's different from everybody else, right? Is, you know yourself, right? Being in the press, you can make a render that looks so realistic, it looks like a real photograph, right?
Correct.
So people will post and go, yeah, this is the car we're building, we're taking deposits. But the car doesn't arrive for 5 years. What we did was we went away, we did all the development work, we built the car. At Goodwood, we unveiled the car and said, there you go. There's the ready car. Everything you see here is production ready. So all of those panels, the doors, the rear quarters, front fenders, the hood, the rear trunk, bumpers, all carbon fiber. The net result of that, we've lost 350 pounds of weight, we've gained 100 horsepower.
Wow.
Guess what? That's what's going to give you that peak analog driving experience, right?
So this is a driver's car. This is like the highly modified version of what I get out of my manual emergency log I always talk about.
That's a good example.
Yeah. All right, look what I got. I have the key and we're about to turn it on so you guys can hear this car. But first, let's talk about how beautiful this interior is. You can completely choose any stitching, any materials you guys want if you're in the market now. This is an extremely limited car. You're only making 55.
That's right, yeah.
That is insane. 55 in the entire world. So go run out the door and pick up your donor car and call these guys, because those are gonna go really quick. Currently in this car, you have what? Blue Alcantara.
That's right.
Orange leather, blue tinted carbon fiber, billet aluminum, or aluminium as the Brits would call it.
Billet center console,
Yeah.
carbon fiber. Every touch point, every connector, every cable, every wire from the wiring harness, everything is brand new and been redesigned.
Wow.
Car runs a Motec M180 on the engine with coil and plug ignition, and it also runs a PDM. So every single connector and every wire has been changed and been renewed on the car.
Well, let's fire it up and let's see what this sounds like. I want to hear it. We're gonna get this going here. Jump outside, Dave. I want you to hear it from the back. Bro,
I like it.
first of all, it feels weird being on the right side.
Yeah, it
because
does.
This car is from the UK. Man. By the way, these are to match the wheels if you haven't noticed.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
So look at this and then have a look outside at the wheels. Dave will show you. I was promised these guys are gonna let me drive it. So we'll make a full video miking the car up, taking it for a drive, experiencing what is probably one of the greatest naturally aspirated V8 cars from 30 years ago. It's a beautiful car and I just love everything that they've done with it. I was really excited to share this with you guys. This is delivery to North America, the first car ever built, one of one, in this beautiful blue paint. What's the paint color?
Electrico blue.
Electrico?
Blue.
Electrico blue. You almost have to see it in person, especially with the sun. It's gorgeous. So the Evulo is super rare, super limited. It is the driver's car, and as they like to call it, peak analog. In fact, you guys should get peak analog trademarked and put on your merch.
We have, it's trademarked.
Yeah, you're
So-
lucky, you son of a bitch. Usually grab those trademarks.
So what we've done is we've taken a 30-year-old car that was already brilliant, applied 21st century technology to it, and elevated that driving experience to make it a peak analog driving.
Yeah, you keep rubbing it in. I'm not allowed to drive it. Here, you can have your key back.
Dude,
call me when I can drive it.
We'll give you a shout back in February.
Drift dash, put a handbrake in here.